Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Kaldheim draft. Got an exciting rare here with Calamity Bearer. So makes all of our giants deal twice the damage. And it's a giant itself, so it's pretty awesome. Definitely worth first picking. Plenty of good cards in here though. I like the runes, I think are good in general. Although this one might not be one of the better ones. I think this Outrider's a great card too. Great snow incentive. Make your dudes bigger. All of these equipment are nice. Come in with a body. Courser's playable. It's got evasion. Can be good in the right deck. I think this Thought Thief is good. I don't know exactly where it belongs, but I mean, fate sealing your opponent is really good. Sculptor of Winter's good. Ramp, the Packmate is obviously good. I think the Firewalker's playable. Plenty of good stuff in there. What's this do? Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield, this turn they enter as copies of the chosen creature. It's kind of cool. What do we have in red, though, to go with our Calamity Bearer? Well, we do have a giant, but I don't want a second pickup. Is this worth? I mean, this is a non-legend. Next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield this turn. So it's like you can copy. It's only that turn, though? But they enter as copies, so it like permanently copies. It's kind of cool. It feels like it's a little bit too much setup. I could take Provoke the Trolls. It's kind of expensive removal, but it does actually make sense with giants. And it maybe keeps us in red for now. I think the Raven is good, and it puts us more in giant colors. But for now, let's just take Provoke the Trolls. We don't have to be Is It Giants either, necessarily. Well, we can take Craven Hulk. It's on color, it's a giant. It's not a great one, but, I mean, when you have Calamity Bearer, maybe you just go all in. I mean, a 4-mana 4/4 is, in red is good. The Valkyrie's definitely good for snow. I think Effigy's playable. Way Down seems playable, though not great. Having to exile a creature card from your graveyard in order to play it is actually quite a bit of downside, and it's a sorcery. So I don't love Way Down so far. Kin Seekers are cool. It is a giant, but it's a 4-drop, so might as well take the on-color one, I think. Glittering Frost is definitely legit if you've got a bunch of snow stuff, if you are multicolor, if you have sculptors. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to play Glittering Frost, and especially now that it's fixed. But let's go Hulk. Certainly not the most exciting pick here, but I'm okay picking it for now and seeing what comes of it. So, this feels like a bit of a mess. We could take the bind, speculate that we're Is It Giants or want to be Is It Giants, and then bind is 1-mana removal. Not great, but otherwise I'm giving up. Like, I could take the cavalry. It might make sense. Make our fatties have haste, and it's a 2-drop, which we kind of want. Continues to cut red. I guess I can get behind that. Not the most exciting pick for us, but I like the Slumber Mound, but 2 green to activate, probably not what we're looking for. Let's just continue to cut red for now. So we can take the Reinforcements. I think it's a fine card. Something to do on turn 2, and then foretell later for 2 and get some Berserkers. Multi-bodies for 1 card is good. And yeah, it's fine. I mean, if we can't end up Is It Giants, we could get some Changelings and other colors to go with the Calamity Bearer, so it's an option. Here we're actually, I think, not taking a red card because Smashing Success isn't exciting me. I don't think Raven Form's all that good. It does deal with everything, but giving them an evasive creature is not my favorite. But do I like it more than Bind? I guess that's a legit question. This deals with more things too. I've played Bind. I haven't played with Raven Form, so maybe I don't like giving them a chump blocker though, or an attacker that's evasive. But I guess it deals with artifacts too. All right, we'll give it a try. There's some snow stuff in here in black as well, but I think when you have the Giant Lord, might be a good idea to try and make it work. So we could take the blue giant, but we probably take Depart. Can protect. Can kill tokens. Can protect your guys. Can tempo them. There's an Undersea Invader, which is a giant, and I would probably play, but I think Depart is a little bit cheaper. Ice-Eyed Troll here as well for some snow action, but well, Saw It Coming is probably playable. Otherwise, we could take a Changeling. Still works with Calamity Bearer, but I haven't played Saw It Coming yet. It seems like it's actually a pretty good card. So why don't we try it out? All right, can take the Undersea Invader now. It's a late Sculptor. There's a Thought Thief here. I'm okay trying the Invader with the Calamity Bearer. I guess it's cool with Saw It Coming. Can leave up counter. Can leave up, well, this is sorcery. Can leave up Depart or get a 5/6 surprise attacker. I guess we'll take it. Thought Thief would be good here too, but I'm kind of going for a... I'd like to do a giant theme with the Calamity Bearer. All right, we'll take the 7-drop. Getting mighty expensive here. Don't need any of this. It's a late Valkyrie. All right, we'll take the Valkyrie, speculate, maybe black, just because we're seeing all this late strong stuff in black. Take the planning. Late Draugr. I mean, they're strong snow cards, but we got the last pick Invader. I mean, I still want to make this work, even though we got 3 pretty strong black. So this is a playable spell land for sure. Faceless Haven is cool, but especially since it's a giant, but we don't have any snow currently. I'm kind of on board with taking the Frostfire. Board wipe spell land. Doesn't really kill many of our guys right now. It kills a couple, but that's not a huge deal. Otherwise, there's another reinforcements in here. But yeah, I'm on board with Frostfire. Get a board wipe. I mean, they kind of see it coming, I guess, but whatever. Ooh, Giant's Amulet, but Goldspan Dragon, I think, is what we want. This is not a... I mean, it's just awesome. It's got haste. You immediately make treasures. Treasures tap for 2. It's too good to pass up. I want the Amulet, too, obviously, because it makes another giant. And Kent Seeker would be welcome. Another Craven Hulk. I think we're likely to wheel something we want here, but obviously we're taking the Mythic Dragon here. So, yes, we do need some more early plays. I guess this is a 2-drop. We got the 2-drop here. Planning, Depart. Got a decent amount, actually. But I'd like some more. Can take the Raider. I don't want to go too deep on these Raven forms, so we'll probably take a Raider. It's another 2-drop, but maybe if we're short land, we can do something with it. This Blood Sky Massacre is actually a cool card, but I don't think we're going to splash. So we'll take the Raider. I like the Thought Thief. I think it's worth taking here. Clearing Spirit is a cool card. Vehicles that I haven't been impressed with as of yet. But yeah, Thought Thief's fine. Thought Thief's a good card. I don't know where it fits best, but it's a good card. That effect is... this is the first time I've seen this effect. I mean, it's not exactly Fate Seal because it puts it in their graveyard, so they still can potentially get value out of it, but it's close enough to Fate Seal where I'm surprised to see it again because they got rid of it because it's a feel-bad effect. Because I don't really need any of this. Could take the Tormentor's Helm. It's kind of cool, I guess, with Calamity Bear. Wait, who deals the damage? It deals the damage, so... I don't know. I mean, we can try it. I'm not really feeling the Intruder. Maybe Intruder's a good sideboard card to have. I could see an argument for that. I just don't think I need the Helm either. It's something we can attach runes to, I guess, but... Alright. Just in case I don't have enough early game. So, this feels like a bit of a miss. We'll take the Hulk. It's another giant. The only problem now is we don't actually have any of the giant synergy cards. There we go. I just need to keep saying that, and then we find them. Yeah. So we'll take Squash here. Just great. Dual Strike. Huh. Well, I might just want this Augury Raven. We don't really have incentive for snow, so I guess I don't need to worry about that. Augury Raven's quite good. Get a flyer. We don't have a ton of instants and sorceries, do we? I don't think so. Got some, but not convert mana if it costs 4 or less. This is 5, so whatever. We'll take the Raven. Another Thought Thief. We can take the Effigy. Take another Strategic Planning. I'm going to take the Thought Thief. I really do have a soft spot for that effect. All right, Kinseeker is good. It's a giant. We are still probably pretty giant light, but it kind of has synergy with Dwarven Reinforcements on its own. That's cool. Okay. Guess we can take Run Ashore, although we are top heavy. I don't need any of this. Cut red. Probably cut the giant. It's too expensive. Disdainful Stroke's at least a good sideboard card. A zombie wizard that helps foretell, or Frostpeak Yeti. I mean, maybe we play this. I don't know if we have enough foretell. We've got some for sure. Yeah, we have some. I don't know if it's enough to justify it, but... Righteous Valkyrie. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield, gain life equals toughness, 7 life more than you're starting. That's pretty awesome. But I don't think we're doing that. Can take the Mistwalker. It's a giant. It's cheap. Or we can take the Squash. Probably want the Squash. How many giants do we actually have? Not many cheap ones, I'll tell you that. Yeah. We start at 4 for giants. That's not great. We could start at 3 if I take the Mistwalker, but I think we'll still take the Squash. It's just good removal. So yeah, we wanted like we wanted the giants that are cheaper, or changelings, or basically any of the multicolor giant related stuff would have been nice. So you can take a Rune of Speed. Don't really need it. Can take another Harbinger. Can take a Miss. Don't really need any of this. Do we even have enough foretell to want to do Harbinger? I mean, it casts instants and sorceries too. Okay. That is actually reasonable, and it's a 2-drop. We have the Squashes in case. Yeah, probably buys us the time we might need. Another Dual Strike, huh? Well, there's Pilfering Hawk, but we don't have the synergy for that. We can take the another Kinseeker. It's another giant. Maybe we wheel these reinforcements. We're getting a little 4-drop heavy though, aren't we? Yeah, we are, but probably still take the Kinseeker. Hopefully wheel those Dwarven Reinforcements. Those look like they synergize really well. I guess we can take a Bind the Monster now, just in case. Ice Tunnel, which we don't need. Don't need this. I guess we take another Hulk. I don't want to go heavy on binds. Yeah, don't really need any of this. Got 2 of these already. Not splashing anything. Don't really need a dual strike, but yeah, third invader's not going to happen, so whatever. Open another bind. I don't really want to play another bind, but maybe I consider it. Can do miss at least out of sideboard. Yeah, we unfortunately did not. Well, we got the Mistwalker back. That's good because it's a giant. But we did not get any of the giant synergy cards I was hoping for. I mean, we got some squashes. And we have the Calamity Bearer, so we have the rare that helps with the plan, but ultimately I was hoping for some more. Can take another Thought Thief. Or we can take another Miss. Or we can take the Shackles. Do we already have a Shackles? Maybe Shackles for sideboard, because we're not playing any of these cards anyway. We just have infinite 4-drops in this deck, which is typically not where you want to be. Don't need the Hawk, don't need the Invader. Guess we can take Smashing Success as a sideboard option. Can take a Null for sideboard. I actually think the Harbingers are kind of legit in here. Guess we'll take another bind. 3 of them is way excessive. There's just no way we can afford to pay that much. All right. Well, not quite as sexy as I was hoping, but that's okay. So 8, we need 9 more lands. We're not playing 3 Bind the Monsters. Even 2 of them seems a bit sketchy. I'm willing to do the Raven form, but we'll see. Don't need 3 Undersea Invaders. This is fine. All of these 4-drops are not great, because that is a lot of 4-drops, but I guess Provoke. With the 2 Harbingers, we can actually cast Provoke and Squash for a reduced cost, which is kind of nice, and Run Ashore. Although I don't know if we have space for that. We can cut 3 creatures. Maybe Intruder can come in out of sideboard, because it's not that great of a card in general. Probably don't need the Run Amok, although, I mean, we've got some huge stuff, and it works well with the Calamity Bearer. But, I don't know, I'm not exactly feeling it. Probably don't want to cut any of our 2-drops. So 5 more cuts, and 2 of them can be creatures. Well, I guess I can cut a Craven Hulk, just to cut back on our 4-drops. How many giants does that actually leave us, though? Not that many. Surprisingly, we ended up with a shockingly low giant count. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I don't want to cut the Craven Hulk then. So I have 8 at least. Oh, 9 with the Mistwalker. Okay. Actually, Mistwalker with Calamity Bear is pretty sweet. So I still need to make 5 cuts. Maybe we can just ditch the Run Ashore. It's fine. It's whatever. We can probably cut it. Especially if we're playing 17 lands. Even though the Harbinger is good with it. Harbingers are kind of there to block as well. Help with our foretell stuff. I could see the argument to maybe just sideboard it into Raven form. We have squashes, so we can already deal with big creatures. I really don't like Bind the Monster that much. I'm willing to play... Maybe we just need to play 1. I still can cut 2 creatures, though. Is that right? I mean, I could cut the Thought Thieves. I like them, but could see the argument for not wanting them here. Just as like an easy card to cut. All right. So 15, 2 more cuts. No more creatures to cut. So probably Bind and Raven Form for sideboard. Where does that leave us removal-wise? We still have Bind, we've got Depart, we've got 2 Squashes, and Provoke. That's not a ton. And the Frostpire, that might be enough. And we can counter something. I don't know. I think this deck didn't come together as well as I would have liked. I really was hoping to find some of the Izzet Giant synergy cards. The multicolor cards, I mean. The Sagas and the 3-drop Legend at Uncommon. But basically all we got was Calamity Bear and Goldspan Dragon as some big finishers. And other than that, this deck's just kind of full of some stuff. So we'll see what we can do with it. 12, 11. Got 2 red here, 2 red here, 2 blue. This is just 1 blue if you foretell it. So pretty close to even. Probably prioritize the red more since Undersea Invader is late. Even though we have quite a bit of early blue too, don't we? That's okay. I think we'll still prioritize the red more. I guess this is double blue too. Yeah, I don't know. Still kind of okay doing this. All right. Yeah, it's a little sketchy, but we'll see what we can do with it. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we're in round 1. This is a keep. I like reinforcements in here because it makes our kin seekers better, if you know what I'm talking about. So we'll probably foretell the reinforcements since... Although I could just jam a Harbinger too, huh? That's true. If I do Harbinger... Yeah, that makes sense, because then I can go... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Then I can do more next turn. I can foretell this, plus... I can double foretell, basically. Flying Death Touch Haste. Wait, what does this do? Jeez. Talk about a good card. Well... Let's go... I mean, I can foretell this and cast it, but I think we're just going to foretell 2 things this turn. The next turn, I can cast a Mistwalker and still leave up... Oh, geez. Oh, they're just going off, huh? Alright, another Harbinger. So with 5 mana, we can go reinforcement. Oh, wait, now I can't do the... I needed to do it with my... Oh, wait. To foretell a card. Okay, so it doesn't do exactly what I thought. Not a huge deal yet. Let's... Got some options here. I think we're likely going to depart or counter something here. We'll see. Yeah, especially if they're pre-combating to get in with the longboat. All right, I can counter that now, which is good news. They can get their longboat up, though, so I have to keep that in mind. I can cast instants and sorceries, so this can help cast Saw It Coming, which means we maybe just want to do the Craven Hulk, huh? That makes sense. And then we'll leave up Saw It Coming for the 2/3 Death Toucher. I don't like that thing. Got our zombie wizards rocking now, huh? Well, I guess they can double block our Craven Hulk now, so I don't know if I want to do that. I can... Let's see, I can attack with the dwarves. Leave up Frostpire. If I attack with the dwarves and they block, yeah, that actually seems fine to me. They're gonna block? Wait, they're gonna... Okay. This works for me. Ooh, Calamity Bear. Well, we don't need to land anymore, I don't think. Yeah. Leave the bear on top, though. I mean, granted, they get another body, but we got rid of 2 cards for our 1. Kind of okay with that. Oh, geez. Well, that's pretty strong. I mean, the good news is we get the Calamity Bear here, so we can bash. And I guess they're out of cards in hand. That's good, too. Makes sense. Alright. Nothing there. So you can continue to get in with the Hulk here. Well, that worked out. And then we'll just jam this in the Mistwalker. And our Mistwalker is, in fact, a giant, which is cool. Alright, they just straight up had enough, huh? So, Shackles can get rid of their pick. Man, that Reaper is good. Infernal Pet's a good card, too. I like that card. Are they doing the return an aura or equipment? They didn't have any other ones in there. They seem pretty aggressive. It might make bind better, but at the same time... Can you cast it on vehicles at least? No, just creatures. Could do the Intruder. What does that do? Saves me some damage, maybe. To be honest, I'm not loving it, but I can consider it. I don't know about Raven Form here either. What does Disdainful Stroke do? Doesn't counter anything I saw, except I guess the Vengeful Reaper, but I'd rather just do the Saw It Coming. So I can do Intruder, I can do another bind, I can do Miss. Miss, I guess they do have a vehicle. And it's good on their Death Touch Flyer, too. Yeah, I could see maybe doing a Miss. Almost instead of bind. Or I could cut the Strategic Planning, but kind of like that planning helps us a little bit. But I might be willing to dump it. Anything else? I mean, we saw artifacts we can blow up. I just don't know if that's really what I want to do. And Intruder is something I can do too, but I'm not loving it. I guess we'll do it like this. Yeah, that 2/3 flying haste death touch dude is sweet. It's an awesome card. Let's see. This is... I kind of want to keep this, to be honest. If we get a blue mana, we turn Squash online. We can foretell saw it coming. We're on the draw. I think it's worth it on the draw. We have 15 out of 33, so it's a little less than a coin flip per draw that we draw a land. It does need to be blue in order to do the Mistwalker, but even if we're ripping red, we can eventually play the Bearer and the Dragon. So 0 for 3 on lands, which means we're definitely, at this point, we're straight up at 50%. We're at coin flip land. Maybe I should have done the Raven, actually. That would have made more sense. Alright, so definitely ditching something. Probably the... Yeah, what are we ditching? Could do the Raven, I guess. Both this and the Mistwalker require blue, but Mistwalker is an actual giant, so I guess we'll ditch the Raven. Got the land, which is nice. Yeah, I suppose we can attack here. I could have actually given my Raider haste, but if they want to trade here, that's fine with me. So now if we rip a land, at least we can go... Alright. Well, we have Squash, but we need to get a land first. Still missing the land. Can't actually play anything. But we are a land away from... getting the Calamity Bearer online, which is good. Oh, geez. We're at well over 50%. I'm keeping the Raider back in case they have removal, but we just ran out of turns, basically. Yeah, unfortunately, too late. And it was another red land. Yeah. Wow. This deals 3. I can't cast Squash. I can't do this. I can cast this. Well, it took quite a few circumstances for us to lose to a Malta 5, but there you have it. Wow. Wow. All right, we'll go to game 3. Same thing as before. Do I want to bring in Bind? No. Do I want to bring in something? Raven form? No. 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 Okay. All right, we'll play first. Both colors looks good to me. Probably casting the, well, what do we want to cast? I guess we can do the Cavalry first, and if we miss land, then we can do the Raider. And then it's 2 Berserkers to set up for this sweet, sweet Kinseeker value. Which is also a giant for squash. There's a Bind the Monster, that's nice. Let's do the, can do the Cavalry or the Raider. Let's do the Raider and ditch, it's actually a tough question on what we want to ditch. We could actually ditch the Cavalry. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. Even though Cavalry is one of the few cards I can actually play in my hand currently. And I guess it gets rid of the... maybe that wasn't right. Could have ditched the Raven, but... doesn't feel right either. Problem is now we're not going to get the Kinseeker value, I guess. Or at least not yet. Courser, huh? Okay. So, Kinseeker's best use of mana, but does not yield me value other than a 2/4. Or I can just do Raven, which isn't great either, but I'd probably just do it. Still only have 1 blue mana. Alright, they do have the Vengeful Reaper. Alright, well the good news there is we can... oh, they just want to... I guess we can make the trade here. And then we can bind the Courser. Take our medicine there. At least Bind deals with Spectral Steel. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, Shield Mate's kind of whatever. Shatter Shield Warrior. Ooh. It's a spicy draw. Make our treasure, too. And we can still squash. Wow. That's pretty nice. So they can boast, but they'll only kill one thing, so okay with that. Well, that was a sick draw. We actually take this, because then we do the Undersea Invader and they die. Uh-oh, did we successfully get opponent to rage quit? Looks like we did. All right, opponent rage quit. And we got the victory. So we'll see you for round 2. All right, round 2, we'll play first. I mean, I feel like we should keep it just because Goldspan Dragon is so strong, but we're certainly not keeping busy early, are we? Perfect draw would be that Dwarven Reinforcement, because then we could go Foretell, cast it into Kinseeker, 4 full value, Scry, get a 4-mana 3/5. Oh, it looks like we're mirror matching it, huh? Well, now we'll do Craven Hulk, hopefully into Goldspan Dragon, hopefully into Undersea Invader. But we'll see if we get that luxury here. They have a counter spell. I guess if they do, I'd rather them counter that than my Goldspan Dragon. That main deck Disdainful Stroke, I'm telling you. I'll never get over that. Got a Craven Hulk of their own, huh? Well, we can do the Mistwalker, and yeah, I suppose so. And then we can squash. Alright. So we take a billion. Hopefully rip a land here. A red. I guess it can be blue too. We can get the Invader. Well, I asked for a card. I got it. And I'm still unhappy as it turns out. All right, let's see. Does playing Kinseeker do anything besides make use of my mana this turn? I mean, if I can get it as a 3/5, let's see here. Even with Goldspan Dragon attacking, getting the treasure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still going to be 1 short of casting the Kinseeker unless I rip a land. And what good does that even do? I still won't have 3 of the same creature type. I can't. I don't think I can wait. Maybe I can, but I don't see it. What do you do? Whenever you cast a spell, add red. You don't lose it as phases end. Creatures you control can boast twice. Okay. And they have 2 snowlands, and they got Agar, the one card we wanted, and they got it. How jealous can a guy get? Super jealous, as it turns out. So now we're in a pretty tough spot. Once again, can cast Dragon, can attack, can get a treasure. Still not enough to cast Provoke because I'm 1 shy. So that's not going to work. They can activate both their snowlands and just hit for a trillion. Which maybe means I have to blow up the Avalanche Caller. Yeah, that probably makes sense. I don't think I can survive a trillion damage, so... Good news is I can double block the Craven. Yeah, that actually is something. Is dealt excess damage. Man, that's a good card. So they're going to get to draw off this, but we will do the double block. Well, I don't know why they didn't draw. Maybe I still don't get this ability. Just confused. So we can do the yeah. So this makes sense. We can get in with the dragon at least. Make our treasure. Let's see. We're up to 4, 5, 6. So we can foretell this. Do we even want to foretell it? What happens if I foretell it? Next turn I can cast it for 2 plus the invader. Alright, whatever. Whatever, we'll do it. Yeah, that main deck Disdainful Stroke is definitely good against us. We're like 4-drop dot deck. So Squash is gonna just draw a card. They deal 6 to us. We take a trillion. Land doesn't do me a bunch of good. I can't really... Well, I suppose I can attack with the dragon still, because I can play the Raven and then still cast Undersea Invader. And as long as they don't have anything, we don't die. I feel like I need to get damage in. I mean, I might be wrong, but... They kill us with any removal spell, I guess. And this is why Undersea Invader's not a great card. Alright, well, we needed them to not draw something, and they had it, so... Alright. We'll go to the next game here. Oh, what do I want to do? So, Disdainful Stroke, good against us, not good against them. That's too bad. I guess it counters a Squash, not worth it. Counters a Craven Hulk. Whatever. Is there multiple Disdainful Strokes? Okay, just the one. And they have Saw coming. So I can do Raven form. Don't really like it. Deals with stuff, but still don't like giving them a 1/1. Can do Bind the Monster. It's okay. It doesn't permanently deal with anything. They still get effects from this, and we still take damage. Don't really like that. Maybe just do the Mists instead. I could see that, actually. Could do Shackles, steal their Giants. I think we'll just run her back. So we'll play first. Yeah, this is a keep because we can foretell this and we have the cavalry. Granted, we need to draw lands, but if we don't draw lands, we lose. I'll accept it. Well, that's an unfortunate draw. Probably that draw was potentially the difference between winning and losing this game. That was the make or break this game turn there. Could have had a hasty Craven Hulk into a hasty Craven Hulk into a hasty Craven Hulk. But now we're in full-fledged twiddle thumb mode, waiting for our 4th land. Real heartbreaker. A real heartbreaker. Oof. My heart, guys. It's just broken. Just broken. Just these are the most painful ones. The 5/4 drops in hand with 3 lands out. Oof. Oof, does that hurt? Let me guess. Land? Oh. Perfect timing. Just squash the Calamity Bear so I can take my next turn. Crush the Weak into Frostbite. Man, they were very, very scared of that. I mean, I guess Craven Hulk makes the best use of mana. It's alright, they can counter it. We have 2 others, so that's okay. Man, we could have crushed our opponents so badly this game. So badly we could have crushed them with that 4th land. So Craven Hulk that can't block alone. Well, I guess, and then I think I actually have to squash this. I know it seems terrible, and it is, but otherwise I just take too much damage. I guess I'd take too much damage anyway. Alright, I'll admit. I said I'd accept the loss here, but this game broke my heart pretty good. That was a big-time heartbreaker. That was not how I wanted this game to go down. Alright. Yeah, because then they activate that. They have 4 attackers. I'm at 1 life. I can bounce 1 thing. Let's just move on to the next one. We'll see you in round 3. Alright, we'll play first. Keep this hand. Tons of lands, which I guess we'll eventually need, but not the most exciting opener. Well, I guess at least our opponent's mulliganing. That's good. We need that. So opponent mulls to 5. Whoop. Let's get this down. I like the idea of giving an Undersea Invader haste. Comes in tapped, give it haste. I know it's foolish, but it's funny. All right. Drew another land. Well, baby, we're just 3 turns away from Undersea Invader. I don't think there's a card in the format that can deal with a 5/6 enters tapped card. You know, I was just thinking I needed some more lands, especially after that last game. And then the deck was like, look, we'll give you plenty of lands. I'm sorry you didn't get the lands last game. Well, how about you just draw lands for the rest of round 3? Okay, deck. Touche. You showed me. I see. They have, okay. Okay. We also have the Frostpire up now. Not totally irrelevant, though. It's not what I'm going to do. I feel like with the green splash, do they have the +4/+4 card? I'm not exactly sure. Oh. They want to? What? Why? Well, they got something. Oh, saw it coming. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. We can make our new Berserker big. Let's take the Hulk. And then I guess we can go land, play it. Why'd they give us a Berserker? They must have something nuts that they're... gonna give haste to. Oh. Okay. Guess we get drained here. So if it's creatures that, I mean, I can counter, I can remove stuff. Got some pretty decent options here. I even have the Frostpire on board for it's a random removal spell. Well, that one I kind of want to counter because it draws him a card. What do you do? It's just a 1/4? It's just a 1/4 vigilance that fixes. I don't even want to kill it. I don't even want to bind it. Huh. Guess we can sandbag lands to play around Skull Raid now. I don't think we need more lands. When it enters the battlefield, you cast from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hand except for giants, wizards, and lands. Well, I can bind that, I guess. Wait, except this is a giant, so it doesn't even work? Alright. They don't have the 2 other colors to cast that as the bridge, but I'm just going to bind that instead of using 2 squashes. I mean, another thing I can do is Frostpire plus squash, or... Yeah, I guess I could do that. It's still 2 cards. But it saves my bind and saves me 7 health and lets me scry 2. That's probably better, actually. Alright, ditch that. Keep the Mistwalker. Squash. And get in for 2. Oh. Not foretold, huh? Okay. Well, guess we still have the answer. Granted, it's a costly one, but worth it. Probably still save the squash for something more irrelevant. 'Cause, I mean, 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 irrelevant. 'Cause, I mean Well, let's see. If I do it now, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have enough mana. Oh, wait, I do. Never mind. Never mind. Because the dragon spits out the... Yeah. Alright. We got there. We figured it out. We found the line. Alright. We can beat them all to 5, guys. Our deck is so good. We're just squashing Mull to 5s. Let's see. The trade actually, I feel like, turned out to be a little bit costly for them. We ultimately got the better end of that deal. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Why they're 3-color. Maybe they're 5-color, and then they can actually do the prismatic bridge. Otherwise, this is just like a... I mean, a 3-mana 1/4 Vig that ramps and works with other legends is not bad. This Haunting Voyage is really scary. Maybe I want... Yeah, I probably want Disdainful Stroke. They've got big, powerful late-game spells. Because they've got that big, fat giant, too. The Summoner. Yeah. Can counter this, too. Alright. Anything else? I mean, Bind was relevant there, but cost me a lot of life. I still probably like it more than the Mist, though. What do I can do Raven form. I mean, getting rid of their 7/7 is probably worth it. But I'd rather just have the Disdainful Stroke. I think it probably makes more sense. This Haunting Voyage is a cool card. I mean, it only netted them 1 card. I guess it's not that busted, but still. Disdainful Stroke still seems like it's going to be likely good. We probably saw enough things. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see. What am I cutting for Depart? We can do the strategic planning, though I did like it that game, but this seems like just kind of an easy card to cut. We can blow up artifacts and lands. Do I care about that? Not especially. Although they are 3-color, but anything else I want to do? I don't think so. We can steal their 7/7. Probably not worth it. Let's just run her back. Yeah, on the draw, we'll keep this. We have both colors. We've got a 3-drop. We can deal with early creatures like the Berserker, for example. We drew another land, which is good. So now if they do play the Berserker, I can bind it. Get the Mistwalker, potentially into Hulk, into Kinseeker or Dragon. Yeah, that's good. Undersea Invader, huh? Outrider, yeah, that's a good one. Undersea Boreal Outrider is a good one. Guess they're off their blue mana for now. Next turn, I guess we can go Cavalry Bind. Oh, they found it. Found their blue mana. The nice thing is Cavalry with turns on Kinseeker, because Mistwalker is a changeling too. Oh, that's a good card. Probably ditch the Invader. Probably the Bind is an actual removal. Easy Invader can go. What's the second pick? Maybe the Hulk? Because that way if I don't draw a land, I can still play Cavalry. Do I really want Cavalry? Probably. Alright. We'll ditch these 2 good cards. Not exactly what I was looking for. So I can do the Harbinger and it still turns on our Kinseeker. Randomly turns on some Foretell and removal and stuff too. We probably do the cavalry, though, because it can block the outrider. Could actually just bind now in case they have removal for cavalry. I don't really like it, though, because I'd like to kill the outrider. All right, we'll see if they have the removal. This has been a very, very punishing draft in terms of the screws and the floods. I mean, I could have just played bind because it's good use of mana there. That's how short on mana we are. Still missed the land, huh? All right. Do this one. Guess we can bind the troll because it's eventually good, I guess. Maybe just get in for 2 here instead. Wow, really? That's a sweet trade. Well, that worked out pretty well for him. That's another reason, I guess, bind isn't so good, huh? Yeah, I didn't think about that. All right. No, there's nothing you can really trade here. Troll Warrior. Kind of needed that Mistwalker. What is this? Blue? Oh, blue too? They can even double pump? Dirty. Well, at least they opens us up for a sweet Goldspan Dragon here. And then I guess we can drop a Harbinger. Zombie Wizard, Troll Warrior. Not 3 of a kind here, unfortunately. Oh wow, multiples, huh? Well, that's gonna be tough to beat. So I guess we'll bring in bounce effects now that I think about it. I mean, we already have bounce effects, but they're going to be way better against this because then we can steal. Yeah, all right. Well, that worked out kind of well for us. Especially since Kinseeker. We're killing the dragon now, so I guess it doesn't matter. But oh wait, no, I can do. Oh, I can do both. Wow. Because this can pay for instants and sorceries, huh? Well, I guess we Kinseeker first. It's any instant or sorcery. So we'll get our counter scry, get rid of that. Squash that little fella. You still got a treasure, but it's totally worth it at this point. Non-basic, non-creature permanents that share a card type. I think we've yet to see that. I confused the non-basic part. So you can't even trade lands. You can't trade snow lands. That's a really specific trade. Non-basic, non-creature. So it's like your artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, trade my bind for your bind. Okay. But Trickster's God's Eye, just the 3 drain alone is pretty good. Oh, their guy gets bigger too. Oh, okay. Well, don't need a land, so I guess we'll chill. They're going to be able to find whatever they want off that Blood Sky Sire. And if they have 2 spells here, we are just toasty. We're very, very toasty at that point. Maybe I should have just played the land because I needed to actually play my Undersea Invader. So I'm taking out Bind. Now that I know they have 2 of these Trickster's God's Eyes, we'll bring in the 6-drop bounce spell, which is expensive, but I guess we have the Harbingers to help with that. Death Touch seems good. Ouchie. Got a whole lot of nothing now. Wow, they have the Realm Eater too. Their deck is sweet. They're just like rared out deck. And we are land top deck dot deck. Not a good counter to the rared out deck. So I have to block to not die. Their guy gets bigger. I can't think of anything that gets me out of this. It gives me 2 more blockers. Doesn't really do much other than that, though. They can counter it and win, probably, since it's 4 mana. And we know they have Disdainful Stroke and whatever the other thing's called. Alright. Go to game 3. So we're immediately cutting that. We want to bring in... We want to bring in this. Is there anything else that bounces? No. No, there's not. So I guess we'll do it like this. Alright, we'll play first. It's a keep. It's a good hand. I think we can actually play this. Do I want to... I don't think we actually want to get rid of anything. I kind of have a good hand right now. Oh, we can do the Harbinger too. I like that. Because that is going to open us up to some opportunities as well. If they tap out, I can play the bear. I'd like to be able to protect the bear. We're a little bit away from that, though. They don't have a lot of removal. I mean, I probably just have to slam the bear anyway. It's tough. Depends if they play a creature here this turn too. I want to be able to play bear and leave up Saw It Coming. If they just leave up mana too, I might not. If Demon, Berserker, Zombie, Wizard, well, those aren't. So technically we can cast Saw It Coming and Disdainful Stroke. So let's just get in. and foretell this. Because then I can Disdainful Stroke, I can Saw It Coming. We're beating them down. I'm a land away from Calamity Bear. Well, all right. I'm countering it because next turn I can play the Calamity Bear unhampered, and they can't counter it, which is good. And they don't have anything to trade if they even had the black mana to do something with it. So, and we're still beating down. Calamity Bear is a big threat right now. What kind of creature is it? Ooh, a Berserker. So we even have Kinseeker online, which means if I rip a land, I can play Kinseeker and leave up Disdainful Stroke, which is kind of cool. All right, Outrider, not too intimidating. Did not draw the land, though. They don't have the black mana to trade for our Calamity Bear, so I'm kind of willing to just do this now. See if they take it. Alright, I think I'm going to do the Craven Hulk. They can't counter it. They don't have a creature to trade. Both of our creatures are lethal. And that was good. Alright, well, ended up going 2-1. I think you can only be better lucky than good so many times. Because this deck was not amazing. It had two very strong cards in it, Calamity Bearer and Goldspan Dragon. Other than that, it was a half-formed Is it giant deck, which is not exactly where you want to be most of the time. But ultimately, it did get 2 victories, which I'm thankful for. I think this deck had high potential after our first pick, but I got a little too excited, and it didn't come together the way I wanted it to. But like I said, we got 2 victories. Very thankful for that. We had to battle through some real difficult land screw, land flood, too. So getting 2 victories with this is definitely big. All right, we'll see you for the next one.